Clash of Clans podcast, episode 94.
Four.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.
And we're back with Clash of Clans with fans and fans. I'm your Pappy, your boy, and I'm here by pal Scotty. It's Scotty.
Heyo.
And we're doing here, talking all these Clash of Clans at ClashClansPodcast.com and WBSMT Radio and having a good old time doing it. We're coming back from second up tonight, but we're going to go right into some questions and some fan stuff.
Yeah. And why we break them, it's easier to edit and then file restriction sizes. So if people wonder why we split it in two.
Yeah, with two hour episodes is too much, right? Yeah. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. So
anyway, we're back.
Anyways.
We're back. So we're back. So we covered a lot of stuff. I think I covered all of
we
my
were going to
notes,
get to, because I put in the
so
Twitter.
We got some Twitter questions. Let's go with the fans.
And this is the way we're going to do it, I think, from now on. Is just ask the day of
hashtag
at WBSMT Radio.
Yeah.
W basement. It's like basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Because people, no, I know, but people have been wondering why. Like,
why? What BSMT stands for? Yeah, I had to explain that a couple times.
Yeah.
Like WBS, because we're in the basement. Like, what does it mean? I'm like, BSMT basement. Oh, I get it.
Yep. Okay. So I'll just go in descending order.
Sure. Descending order, like your
this
balls.
is from Man versus Merrick. He was on the Clashcast. Funny guy. He said, "Is a boneyard slang for vagina, not meaning you are, as in I bury my bone in her backyard?"
No. The answer is no.
No.
The boneyard is a bar. It's also, well, I guess what I would
How did you get your name?
Because it kind of sounds like my real name, and people, it was a whole thing, and the
hanging?
bone in the yard. But I don't know. It's more of a graveyard, right? Boneyard
For airplanes.
Oh, well, that's the boneyard with a capital.
Oh,
B.
yeah.
That's that's an actual place, but a boneyard in general, like generic, a boneyard, I guess would be a graveyard.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking through. All right. Sorry, I'm going through.
My kicks are hard and my dick's a yard.
Would you willing?
You know I'm a dog because all the bones in my yard. Yeah.
Okay. This is from the Blorp. Shando at the Blorp. Okay. If you have to pay... would you willingly sacrifice war loot bonuses and XP gains to be allowed to have arranged wars? Random wars still for loot if you have to pay gems in a clap honor subtracted from individuals upon war matchups. How many would you pay for that? So, like, if you could, as a clan, use your gems to match another clan.
I would do it if... And this is,
do you think that would be a good idea?
We talked about this right when this stuff started, like, arranging wars. I totally would give up war loot bonuses and experience points, or even just experience points, for arranged matches. You'd have to give up experience points for arranged matches, because
that's a good point.
Otherwise, you would just match yourself 50 versus 50, and just ramp it up to 20 or up to level 10. Just there would already be level 10 guys. They would work constantly at 50 and get every piece of it.
That's awesome.
10,
because
you'd have to do it that way.
You basically cannot get a perk from a range matchup.
Yeah,
and you can't get any. You have
experience.
to put your own loot in.
Yeah,
you don't get a refund, or you don't get a bonus.
The bonus, the bonus you could still. Well, I suppose that would also
because you could farm it.
Yeah, right. That's true.
You could farm it. Then.
Yeah, right. You could farm it. So no, I wouldn't want to pay gems. I wouldn't do it. I'd say that's just they're just trying to milk us for gems because they would make a ton of money. But without the war loot bonus. And without the war loot bonus, people would be spending gems to do matchups because they would run out of shit because they're expensive. The loot bonus is how you pay for the war because you're using the fucking heavy army every time.
And then if they did it by gems, you would have to if they made it a ton, it wouldn't be fair to every person in the game if they buy. And
if you had to spend gems,
maybe
you still couldn't give out experience because people would pay to get to level 10. They would pay to farm 50 versus 50. If people pay that money, they would do it. Supercell knows that they could get some people to do it, people that with money.
Yeah,
but that's not what that's not what this game economy is all about.
Yeah,
it's not rich versus poor. It's clashing versus noobs.
Yeah.
Versus hardcore clashers.
Okay.
Next question.
Ricky Bobby. How's hell? What's the most loot you've ever found taken? Just hit a personal best with this beauty. Took it all. 625,000 gold, 719,000 elixir, 2.4K dark elixir.
I've seen more dark elixir.
Yeah.
In one go. I think somebody took 5 or 6. Like
I took 6.
It was ridiculous. Like that's a pretty big one. And 13,000 of or 1.3 mil of you both, total is pretty damn high. I think I've seen somewhere in the realm of 1.5, but 1.3 is fucking awesome. Like that is
I don't
huge.
think I've seen that much in golden, or maybe it's close in golden elixir.
Yeah, that's huge. Good work, good fucking find, man.
Yeah, so the guy must have had full storages and then
full, like pretty close to full on both of them,
and then just like
was pissed. He's saving up for something, and then oh no, I got to rage 6 times to get all that back.
Well, no, because he had let his pumps and mines collect.
I suppose, that's
so he had full storages, and then he walked away.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna go on vacation.
That'd be kind of interesting, just to like see what you could do with that. Because if you just had 700K available,
you get nailed. Oh my god.
Yeah, but if you could do like a boost session in between,
you got to be happy you had the right army when you found that. Like I've seen it where you're like, 500 of each, and I'm like, all I got is Barch with no heroes and no spells right now. I'm going to get a piece of it. Like I don't care, I'm getting a piece of it.
I have to just on principle.
Yeah, like I got to go and attack this guy. In his town hall outside, you're like, I won't hit the town hall. I'm like, somebody else can have all this. I'm not going to give this guy a shield. Fuck that.
Yeah. Well, and and if you're just like, I can maybe get a little bit. I had like 3. I think I had 3 raids in the last day where I'm like,
quarter of it.
I'm like, I think I can do this.
You can go and get 1,
and I should just never
storage of each
because I fail on it.
Well, and then it's costly.
I started using goblins.
Yeah, I always use
because I was
on both player 1
taking
and Boneyard.
out the core, and so this is I like went back to no elixir, and so dark elixir. So I was taking in a couple Velks too, because if I got my giants in there and everything, I could usually get that storage, but then sometimes it would just go around it and I'd miss, and there would be 3,000 dark elixir standing with nothing to get it.
And no defenses even to hurt you if you just send in some goblins after it. Yeah.
So the defense. So I'm like, what?
I'm the same way.
I've been hearing things about gobs,
a full barrack of gobs, on each one, and they roll in. I get the guys in there and they fight, and then send in those guys in the back half, and
I think that's
funnel them in.
I saw some of the other guys in the clans using them when farming for the DE. I was like, ooh. And I'm like, I've got level 7 gobs, and I've never used them.
Right.
I'm like, maybe I should just take these out for a spin. And I'll tell you what, I really like them.
They do work.
They're fast.
Yeah, they do work. And they knock down shit fast. Yeah, they do a lot of damage, more than you'd think when there's 100 of them going after the same thing, or 20 of them.
I was seriously thinking the other night, God, wouldn't the Goblin Witch combo, instead of like a mass witch, do Goblin and Witch?
Huh.
Because if you could, depending on the base, you could almost see it working. Because if it's like if you got storages, get them out there to clear, or like maybe even just drop a few to steer the.
And the skellies are taking fire and reloading, and the goblins are going in not under fire, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they die quick though. You get a couple of mortar blasts, and you're like, shit.
Well, I've seen people drop them at the end, and then it's like going through it and. Like it will take out just tons of those collectors that are left. Like, and I thought, what about using some gobs? And I know people are doing this.
Gobs
and hog breaker.
Gobs for cleanup.
Hog riders.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And there's probably people in the clan doing it. But it's like now with Brittany, I'm like, okay, here's what I have.
Here's what I got to work with.
So and since I've been warring with Brittany a lot, I have been kind of paying more attention to the overlap and. Well, what about this? At this level, I was bringing in minions for the hog attacks, and I'm like, to clean up, and
then you got balloons to deal with, and it's not. You gotta.
Well, no, and I was like, why I was doing it is because that's what you want to do on the TH10, because a lot of times there's defenses left standing, or like a cannon, or you can like steer it with a cannon or whatever,
a mortar,
but on this to clean up. like most of the stuff should be down, so I can get way more out of my archers.
Well,
and it was like Town Hall 10 like thinking.
Because you don't want to mix armies. That just doesn't seem to work that well.
Yeah,
air and
especially
ground.
now with the dark spells.
Yeah.
You like scrolling over, you throw in a couple moving parts, and then people are missing spells.
Oh, I know.
Because they don't see them.
You have too many. You have so many different troops that now you have to swipe the bar back and forth. Like, I thought I had more. Oh, I forgot all about these fucking spells I had way off at the end that I didn't see.
I said I should next war make a checklist, have it right next to my thing. Did you double check the jump? And then you go back, calm, write it out beforehand. And then you've got 5 seconds.
You will run out of time.
Yeah. But I forgot where I was going with that.
Well, I don't know. Next question.
Okay, next question. All right, so now I have to get back into it.
What? All right.
Okay.
Twitter.
What is your favorite YouTube or your Flash?
Who is this from?
This is from Big Jake Clash.
Big Jake Clash.
He's got a new YouTube channel. What is your favorite Clash-related YouTube content?
Mine. Honestly, the only ones I've ever watched is, hey, there's a guy riding a pig over there. Oh, we're okay. We got a wall.
Oh, yeah.
And the one pig comes running in and he destroys the whole thing. Remember we were doing those things on our channel? Like, oh, no, a dragon! Everybody run into the town hall. We'll be fine in here. And then it burns the ground.
Yeah.
Hey, is that a guy riding a pig? It's just one. It's fine.
You should hang out, and if you hang out in Alfred and you do something like that, or you probably want to farm up there.
There's a bug on you, dude. Right there.
Oh, not anymore.
Gross. All right. Anyway, favorite YouTube
Things are
stuff
falling apart here.
I don't really watch a lot of. I guess I don't watch a lot of YouTube channels and stuff like that. And what about you? You do?
I don't watch a ton. People share links a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of about it. That I see, like, hey, check this out, or this guy said this, and I'll go check it out. That's about it. But I don't really have a favorite.
Honestly, I have to say Clash with Ash, because when I see, like, in his Twitter stream all the time, things that are like, and he was on the podcast, but he's same type of attacks that, like, I'm doing.
You know what? We do have there is a YouTube channel, Zodcasts. There is an actual YouTube channel. I don't think there's much on it, but there's some stuff on it, some town building and stuff. Nothing that I've done.
Okay,
Zodcast, check it out. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
There's two of them, because I think Zodcast is an actual, like, General Zod, like, related some other thing, and then Zodcasts plural is us. Cool. And there's some stuff on there.
Very cool.
Town Hall 9 base building, I think, is some of it, but.
Okay, so yeah, Clash with Ash. His stuff, like before I talked to him and stuff, I had seen his videos, but I went and looked more at him, and I was like, these are the kind of attacks that we're doing. Mm-hmm. And then he's got 2 different accounts. So, but it was really cool to see, like, the TH10 stuff. It seems like most of the things I see are 9s, mm-hmm. And kind of looking at what other people's attacks are and learning from there. But I've seen some really cool stuff from him, and I know Jake from One Hive, Mighty really likes Power Bang.
Power Bang.
Yeah, and I can't remember who the other.
Now Jake was he's been around for a while.
Yeah.
He had us and you guys on his show. No. We just had other some of the other clans and stuff
too. But really good at TH8 and 9, I think.
So, okay.
Why is there no photo proof Bone is a real person?
Because I'm not. I'm a figment of Scotty's.
That's from Illness.
I'm a figment of Scotty's imagination.
He's the enigma. Okay. So, and this is... Why is there? You didn't answer the question. I mean, really.
I don't know. Because the persona. I don't want to have all you guys fall in love with me because I'm so pretty. Yeah, that's all. I don't know.
You just be the... Well, and people have asked about your Northland Zombie Apocalypse movie. Uh-huh. Why is that not?
It can't be on YouTube because we stole so much stuff. A lot of audio files and a lot. And Thriller is the whole end of the movie is the movie Thriller, or the song Thriller is over the end of the movie, like the very end of the movie, and then afterward, it's some pretty drunken stuff of ours. I'm Chet Buxley and doing reporting here at Zombie Live, and at the big party afterward, I was running around with the microphone and the camera, and that's all put to Thriller, and it can't be on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, because of the sound.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
we put up the first trailer we put up got taken down immediately because we had some footage of the sun that we just ripped off of, I don't know, National Geographic.com or something, and it was embedded in the file, and they were like, "Oh, guess what? You can't put that on there." We're like, "Well, that's stupid." So we had to redo.
So you like downloaded like B-roll?
Yeah, B footage. We're like, "Oh, we'll just record."
Your camera works really good.
The close up of the sun, and we're like, "Okay," and we like close up of the sun, National Geographic. Okay, here it is. Okay, record that, and then we'll put it in there. And it was embedded or something. I don't know.
I didn't think about that.
And they figured it out, and they're like, okay. So we were like, okay, we got to change so we made a new trailer, and now the trailers are up there. It's called the Northwood Zombie Apocalypse.
We could really do a Dune movie if you could just do that, like steel desert things, and then just have you like
hanging out at the beach. You can only film me from the water though, so you can see the water, right?
Dune.
Down at the dunes, down at Park Point. That'd be fun.
I could. And then it's like cuts to this amazing footage, and there's like this grainy like YouTube camera, like
a huge worm, and you just see me, close to my face, looking at it, and then you see
look
it.
at it, and then the worm's
right,
close up of worm moving. Slow it down. Let's make it, or let's speed it up. Oh my god. Okay. All right. So this one is for you, Boneyard.
From who?
This is from Nate from SOAS. The American business environment has fundamentally changed following the insider trading and savings and loan scandals. Explain business ethics and how they are applied today.
Business ethics.
Oh, God. Sit back, kids.
Well, people need to be responsible with their money. You see, to be financially secure, you need to make sure that you're not financially at risk. Now, the key is that when you're investing in a bank and the bank is selling and trading the commodity that is you and your money, you must make sure that they're putting their money into a non-risky account. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just jibber jabber. Business ethics
and
money.
People there's probably like 45,000 people that not 45. There's probably like 400 people that just got into a car accident because you put them to sleep with that. No, I'm on my commute home.
When entering business, I tell you got to go to the bank and you got to talk to the banker.
You're now a chicken.
My business ethics, just like any ethics, money isn't. But in business, money isn't everything. Do it the right way. Don't be a jerk off. Number one rule: ass get booted. So, business ethics: do right by your fellow man. Fair price, a good product at a fair price. America! Which is not American anymore. It's
how they are applied today.
And how they are applied today. They are not. Today is a world economy of consumerism. I gotta sell shitty shit to make money so I can buy shitty shit.
Yeah.
And that's what people do, and then they disregard.
Here's business ethics.
There's a fucking island in the Pacific Ocean as big as Texas or some goddamn thing that's made of garbage. Business ethics? I don't think so.
Right.
I don't know. What the hell? Get me all worked up.
I don't know.
I buy shit. I buy products that work, and when they don't, I complain. And that's it.
Well, here's the thing. It's all on Facebook and everything, anyways. It's like so. You pretty much can't not leave a paper trail. So if you're doing something
if you're fucking around, be prepared to get caught on that shit.
Yeah.
What happens when you're caught? Man, I don't know. Right now, the dude that
everybody wants to get famous YouTube. It'd be like you just asking for it.
Right.
Yeah.
You fuck it up. Well, and then it's nobody's going to care for like a week or two. And then, you made the Today Show and everybody hates you and wants to kill you. And then 2 weeks later, nobody cares anymore because they moved on to the
just
guy.
Be ethical.
They move on to the guy from Bloomington who shot that lion. Did you hear about that?
You can send your mail about that question to @SoasNate if you have a complaint about that question.
Yeah. Kind of slowed down the podcast. Did you hear about the guy that shot the lion? He's a dentist in Bloomington. That's here in Minnesota, down in the Twin Cities, down in Minneapolis. And he was out in Africa on a safari, and he paid the safari guides, and basically he's like, I want to go shoot a lion. And they're like, okay. They tied a dead animal to the Jeep and basically lured the lion to the Jeep, and the guy shot it with a crossbow, and then they chased it 40 miles, and then they killed it with a rifle. Fucking, yeah, great. That's really hunting. The thing is,
they wanted to kill? They were hoping to kill it with the crossbow.
The guy wanted to kill it. The guy wanted to hunt it with a crossbow, and so what they did was he got it, and then
or like to shoot it so that it's wounded, so that you get to track it.
I don't know.
Okay,
but here's the thing: it had a collar on it. It had a name. His name was Cecil. It was a beloved lion that lived on a reserve. And everybody knew it. Like, people going on tours are like, oh, that's Cecil over there. And he's been tracking him for years. People are fucking irate. And here's the thing. Apparently, it's not illegal to lure a lion off of a reserve to kill it. And you lure it into a place where it is legal to kill something, right? I guess the guy was like, I don't know the details. This is all speculation. This is all hearsay.
It's all hearsay.
He was like, oh, this thing is
from my gossip sites.
They cut his head off. They skinned it. They tried to destroy the collar. The guy's now receiving death threats, and people are camped out at his practice because they're like this, and he's like closed his practice. And what he did was mostly legal, like pretty legal, because the actual blame falls on the guides, not the hunter.
Yeah,
because he paid them to get all the things.
Those guides are so in trouble.
Yeah, well, one of them's like the nephew of the Ministry of Interior, so he's probably not going to get in trouble. Or it's a whole thing.
Did they know all about that lion?
Everybody did. Like, his name was Cecil. He had a name. Like, that you killed him.
Or next time next time you want to lure a lion, use local tour guides.
Yeah, right. I don't know. But it was, and then of course this guy had also been in trouble, and this happened a while back. He had a permit to shoot a bear, but he shot this black bear. Basically, poached the bear. He shot it like 40 miles.
His wife.
He shot a bear way outside of the hunting area that he was supposed to be on, and then said he shot it here, but it got found out, and he got he couldn't hunt for several years or something like that. So he's already doing little shady practices with hunting. Okay. He shot a leopard a while back, and this is the stuff I'm hearing.
This is what happens when you ask a business question.
Yeah, fucking dentists. I mean, come on. You gotta shoot.
You anti-dentite bastard.
I'm more of a pro Cecil the Lion guy. Yeah. Anyway, business.
Anti-dentites everywhere.
Business ethics.
Remember that Seinfeld? All right.
Yeah.
So...
You know who the dentist was?
Shout out to Ben.
You know who the dentist was in that Seinfeld? That Seinfeld was an anti-dentite? Do you know who it was?
Was it Breaking Bad?
It was Walter White, from Breaking Bad. Bryan Cranston. With hair.
With hair.
Super young, yeah.
Yeah.
Hugh Laurie was on that. Oh, no, that was Friends. Anyway, go.
All right.
What you got?
A shout out to The Needful UK. It's all one word.
Okay.
Needful UK.
Right.
With one L.
Okay.
Is it normally spelled?
Needful? No. One L.
Okay. All right.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
From Ben at the Rabbi on Twitter. The Needful UK.
All right.
But it kind of looks like when you first look at it, like what do you read? Just look at the title of the clan.
The needful fuck. I throw fuck in there, even though there's much of it. Yeah. The needful luck.
No, Needful UK.
The needful UK. That is what it is.
Yeah. So if you look at the thing,
anyway,
double check
what's the
because. Well, no, that we wanted to shout out.
Shout out to the
2 star.
UK.
2 stars. 1 war from level 5, or no, 1 war from level 5, clan level 5. So congrats.
Nice. Yeah. Get there and do that. Level 6 is the shit. We're almost to level 7.
Are you really?
We're getting close. I come back to 6 wins that I was gone. Let me just punch that up real quick because I'm not sure. We're better than halfway.
Shout out to King Farmhouse 2.0, by the way. Brittany had been warring over there for a while and was.
You guys, that's a recent start. Where did that get to?
It was full. You mean like where is it in levels?
Yeah, where's it climb level?
It was brand new just a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
so I was over there.
So you've got to be 2 or 3 by now.
Yeah. I can't remember. I'd left for the America War. I brought Brittany back.
So that is at 2375 out of 4,500. So we're just over halfway, about halfway, which is awesome because although 7's crap, 7's not a good perk. 7 is the wait time for troop request is 10 minutes. Oh wait, level 7 is good. War bonus extra loot 20 plus 20%. That's actually really good. I didn't realize that.
Okay.
8's crap. Well, 8, the donation limit goes up to 8. Anyway, we already know this.
Yeah.
This has been covered in multiple detail.
Well, yeah, and now I think it's going to be a long time before
people start going up, yeah.
I mean, because it's getting longer and longer.
Yeah, it takes a lot longer. I mean, we'll get to 7 in a couple of weeks.
We just hit 6.
And good work. We get to 7, and then it's going to be like 3 months before we get to 8.
We were like three shy of level
After
6.
a war, yeah. It sucks. All right, we'll do the next one.
What's the better defensive CC, Dragon or Pig Dog? Depends on the attack. Which one defends which attack best? It's from Barbarian Ben.
What's the question?
What's the better defensive CC, Dragon or Pig Dog? Does it depend on the attack? Which one defends which attack best?
Oh, now that the poison is out, this is being used more. I would say
you can speculate, and you've not been here for 9 days.
Yeah, right.
And I'll tell you if I think you're right.
Okay.
Or you probably watch a few of the replays.
I've seen some stuff happen. Yeah, I've been in a war already.
Okay.
The pig dog. The problem with the pig dog when you're attacking it and it's in the CC, obviously the poison is useless against it because it just takes forever. The pig dog, it's the thing that it's the tank that comes out, and like your queen turns to it, and she's shooting at that thing for fucking ever, and then once you finally destroy it, then boom, you got all these little guys fucking you up. So that's a bitch. The dragon, again, poison doesn't do much on it. It's a lot harder.
It does slow it down.
It's pretty hard to kill.
So your poison basically becomes meaningless if there's a pig dog in the CC.
Yeah.
Except, and I've been seeing this.
I guess if
you poison the pups,
and you get the pups poisoned.
Yeah, that's right. I've been seeing that in wars.
And that's the thing. And then the dragon, what do? You're using the dragon because you have 20 or 25 or even 30 spots.
I don't know. I'm learning. We're doing all types of stuff like luring more. Like, making sure to lure if you can find out like cheaply what's in there because
get everything
and then have a plan. And it's nice. The second attacks have become really important because all the CC troops has changed.
And honestly, that's something that's been true forever. We figured it out before the poisons and like, okay, you got to lure them troops and you got to do that. And if you're like, oh, you're surprised by something, you're like, well, the next one I'm going to know exactly what to do.
But we could usually assume based on 1 or 2 attacks what type of troops are looking for. Because the clans were using the same ones.
That's true too. It's not a lot of mix up between. It's like a lot.
And
we got a lot of
we had
dragons
seen a little bit, but I would go, well, nobody's had pig dogs. On 3 of the 10s, I'm pretty safe bet there's not a dragon in that one. Yeah. And sometimes it's, people have been using them more, surprises, But
I would say that would you rather have a dragon in my CC than a pig dog. Let's use it on offense.
How dare you, sir?
Well, the dragon versus the pig dog. Pig dog is kind of harder to kill, but it's harder. You just kind of use it. Put a dragon in there.
Here's what I would say about it. Right, people are going to lure with. They're going to try to lure you, and so they're going to. And if you're Town Hall 9 and you have a queen, they're going to try to come in and get the queen. If possible,
right.
Like that's
you gotta go
the
after
standard
the queen, right.
in attacks. So I think you have to decide, like, in that moment, if you can lure or you can't lure, and what you would bet on. Then, you've got to plan for both. I mean, if you're going to test, so can you get to it easy? And that means on your base. Like, if they can get to it and lure you easy, do you want that troop to be sprung on them? Like, I want I'm putting my CC where I'm hoping that they're gonna my pig dog, because I love my pig dog with my base design, is gonna meet up if they come from a different direction with my pig dog. Like, it's really hard to lure, and
it takes a long time,
Yeah, it's really hard to lure. You're gonna have to expend some, and if in best case it surprises you early, but if you come from the direction I think you're gonna come from, it's going to hold you back. It was just an accident, that it happened. But just see my pig dog would kind of meet up, and the queen they'd have dropped their freeze and their jump already. And because they thought, okay, it hadn't lured yet.
I'm going to go in and get those CC troops on the ground.
Yeah, I'll meet them farther
past in. It, but the pig dog stops, and they're just, oh shit, and they're just standing there shooting the pig dog, and nobody goes in, so that thing's dead.
So I think it's a happy accident with my base. And so it just tweaked that. too. So for the America War, I defended twice.
Well, that would
and
do
I
on
think
my
there's
base.
some of those, a couple just working through it on TeamSpeak, just like, oh, wait, move that cannon up. Then you can't lure here. So, and then if your base is, if you think that, if you're getting hogged, if you can't lure easy, or if you can lure easy, maybe you want to put a dragon in there, because then they're going to have to waste troops on the front side of it. Like
that troops, that dragon would do some damage, knock down them beginning.
Like let them do that, but they're going to have to spend some time and troops doing.
Hey, it's a crapshoot, I guess. Yeah.
I would look at what you get hit with your base.
I'm going to start putting pig dogs in my base and see how that works on my base, on Boneyard's base.
Yeah.
Put that in my CC, because that's such a big base and that thing is centered. It takes a while for people to come in and lure.
Yeah.
I set it up that way that one hog going in isn't going to. But
are they going to lure with hogs?
They'd have to.
Okay, so you'd want to put maybe you'd want to put like 5 archers in there or something, so that they.
How many spots is a pig dog? 35?
30.
Just 30. You go with 5 archers, so they come out first. Ding, ding, ding. Well, I'm killing the hogs that are coming in to lure. Well, archer. Then finally that thing comes out, and they're like, shit. That'd be pretty good.
Or maybe what about 2 minions?
Yeah, something.
But the problem I
want the pig dog to stay in there as long as possible.
The problem though is for you, it would be if you get hit by drags, you don't anymore of it. But if you got hit by drags,
I do not get hit by air.
If you get hit by drags, then you don't want to put a pig dog in there.
Yeah, I don't.
You want to put a dragon. If you're on the attacks, like you mostly get hit with air.
I never get hit with air. Yeah, I never.
Because if you send in the air, or if somebody sends all air in, it's not going to be drawn until the king or the queen.
It'd be okay against balloons. I don't know.
Well, no, but until a ground troop is put on there, so if somebody just all
pig dog
drags,
attacks air, doesn't it?
Yeah, like 6 damage per second or something like that.
So it doesn't do much anyway.
No, that won't even come out until the.
I don't know.
No, it does ground and air. Yeah, the pig dog would come out, but if they're doing all air, wouldn't that just pull the?
The pig dog would just follow around the balloons and not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be much. It wouldn't do much good at all. All right, what else?
So it depends on your base.
Yeah. Next question.
Well,
I hope that didn't answer anything, because what's your favorite? I don't know. We didn't even decide.
I love my pig dog. Yeah, it's really working.
And I'm going to try it.
Okay.
Probably with archers. Next question.
Is there any other viable CC defense now? So since the change, besides the dragon or the
I've seen more Velts.
Yeah.
Heavier troops, like heavier, throwing a giant in there to just dick around, even move slow and draw people off. Because if you can, just like if you had a one guy's been using a P.E.K.K.A. Ripley had a P.E.K.K.A. in there, and I was like, okay, somebody's got to make it. I don't have level 2 P.E.K.K.A.s. And like, what is that going to do?
Those dragon and 3 loons were really hurting some of our TH9s.
And that's what I'm seeing too. That seems to be pretty good. You're moving around on top and it's drawing people around, and they don't stick together as much.
It's basically like, well, you want to get as much damage as you can.
One guy's got all loons, in there, up there, and just it moves slow, but people are like, oh, I got to wait and get those down.
So people will be putting like a barb or a gob. They'll mix it up really, really strangely, like because then the speed, so you can get some out there like the Velk is nice, and if you've got a slower troop come behind like balloons, well then you need to get poison and trying to take her out, and then the balloons would still be coming.
Yeah, or maybe they would go at wherever else. You got to wait for them to get there to do that CC kill.
And people in House of L are trying all different types of things.
No, you got to switch it up now. That poison changed the game. Next question.
Do you plan on matching up with Zod again?
Who's that from?
Oh, that was from Barbarian Ben.
Barbarian Ben.
Yeah, same one.
Next question.
Do you plan on matching up with Zod again?
That's to you. I'm imagining.
I don't think it could happen. That's from Rudax. The Rudax.
We could try, but
I looked at your bases the other day. How many? It's hard to see like what your 10s are.
Yeah, you can't really see that unless you have a bit,
because you have to go through
each one of them. And we would have to chop up the clans so much that we would probably end up warring like 15 to 15.
Yeah.
And that's not House of L or the House of Zod.
Because your 9s have played it looks like they played the 8.5 game more.
Some of the bottom ones, well, we had several guys just going up, coming up. And we've always had more of a mix or less. We have less bottom, less 7s and 8s and stuff than we do. So it'd be hard to do. Fuck it, if we could do it, it's hard to match up. Again, I wouldn't pay gems for that one, but I would. War has been declared against Celtic power.
Ooh, I bet they're Chinese. Yeah, I'd match up with Zod. I don't know if I'd do it with, if we had to, unless the matchmaking was finer tuned.
And right now, well, we could. Here's the thing: if we could get the numbers right, okay, but we would both have to lose half our clan.
Yeah,
you couldn't use all your 10s and all. And we don't have enough. And
that's why with the SOAS one, the first one we just did it as we were pretty close.
That was like a goof. We did the very first time, like one of L's first. We just
when basically the Zod and L match.
Yeah, we just split the thing.
It's about
in half.
Like a year ago now.
We just split it in half and let's try this.
Probably a year to the day that that the Zod L war. I bet it's
that seems about right. We just basically split it right down the middle. Okay, let's go over there and let's try to do it. And it worked the second time, wasn't it?
On the SOAS?
No, when Zod and L first matched.
We didn't match twice.
We matched the second time we tried. Is what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the second time we pushed at the same time, it worked. And we were like, well, that's easy.
What do you mean? Zod and L have only matched once.
That's what I'm talking about. The second time we pushed at the same time. We didn't match the first time.
Right.
But we matched the second time we tried.
But this was before war weight. So it was we're both at 35. Let's
do it.
Push the button.
Yeah, we were pretty even on town halls. Okay, let's try it. And it worked. We're like, wow, that's easy. And then it never worked ever again. Yeah.
That was surprising because I was on my Exace and then my main account, I looked at both and was like, oh, where's House of Zod or House of L?
Yeah, we're back. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm on both sides of this. Like, all right, cool. It'd be hard to do. I'm not against it, but things would have to change. At the present moment, we wouldn't be the true House of Zod and the true House of L because they're just different makeups.
Yeah, it'd be different. That's why I was looking at some of your bases, and I was like, you played the upgrade your offense, before the defense, and it seems like there's some war weight stuff with accounts you can. With a couple of the bases, I thought.
Who knows? I don't know how to do any of that about war weights and stuff.
No, I don't know. It was interesting. So from
next question,
Papa Smurf. How is that Papa Smurf guy so damn good?
I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not.
No, he was the top TH9 in the
push
in the Dark Elixir.
Oh, in the Dark Elixir contest.
Yeah,
there was prizes for that too, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And that was
Papa Smurf is because he's the oldest Smurf. He's the patriarch of all the other Smurfs. Now, when all the Smurfs are the same age, but there's one that's older, he's got to be better, right? He's the wise one. He's the one that goes. When he's the alpha Smurf. So when those other Smurfs start stepping up, he's like, boom, puts them down, puts them in their place, gives them a stupid nickname like, hey, you're handy, Smurf. And I'm not talking about he's handy with the tools. Well, I guess I am. Double entendre. So Alpha Smurf. That's why Papa Smurf is so good. He's the one in charge of all the magic and shit. He's the only one who gets the bone.
Nice
bone. Smurfette.
I'm going to start a tally.
That's the whole thing. Remember that Donnie Darko thing? The Smurfs are asexual anyway. It's not like they bone anybody.
Okay.
You know that whole thing?
No, not really.
You know how Smurfs replicate? There's new Smurfs. The light of the moon shines. The light of the blue moon shines on the rock in the middle of the night, and that's how Baby Smurf came around. Smurfette showed up because Gargamel made her to try to lure the Smurfs, and oh my God, there's a girl, huh? But it didn't work because there were never any girls. She's not the only girl. She's an anomaly. They don't know what to do with her. Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Okay, it's a thing.
Yeah.
That's funny.
They're asexual. Next question.
But we are out of questions.
Oh.
Because I had I talked about everything on my list kind of throughout the America War. Shout out to those guys. DE competition. I've been quaking about how I love it.
Just quaking in your boots.
Yeah. It's just, and then get to the Twitter questions. TeamSpeak.
All right.
So,
well, do we have any?
You should try our TeamSpeak. You should try to come on there.
I don't know how to do that. I'll try.
You have to get an app, but it's really pretty.
Oh, you got to pay for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it. At the house is on. I think they're probably doing it now. I don't know. I'm not on it, but a couple of the guys are doing it, hanging them, talking stuff out, and same thing. Like talking about attacks, and they're able to do it just talking, which is easier than typing it out.
That's what we've been doing. That's complete strategizing.
You obviously not on the game chat. You do that shit on your line chat because two people can talk, or you do it in the war classroom.
But so we do it the team speaking, and people are workshopping bases, or
and you can look at, and you guys can look at what one of your app or
you can put your app on in your phone.
What I'm saying is that can you see what? Can they see what you're doing?
No, it's basically like all being on a line, like a
chat.
Group phone chat, or whatever.
But you could be like, "Hey, I'm changing this. Now look at it." Hey, okay, you're all looking at your base because you can all do that.
Instead of wait, move the Tesla over by the where,
here, and you're like, ding, now look at it there. Okay, yeah,
and then
cool.
work on fine tuning defenses. I mean, because I work on mine, I'm like, what do you think? But now that I don't sit there for an hour. We can do it in like 10 minutes.
Right,
and we just drop in. So I guess listen to the other podcasts, like TeamSpeak seems to be like kind of popping up, but it's a really fun thing, and it's really helping in our wars because you get the really good people able to explain exactly what they mean. People ask questions and stuff, and so you've seen a lot of really cool strategies.
Cool. Well, that's cool. Do we have any phone messages?
No.
Nobody calls us anymore.
No.
Phone doesn't ring around here.
Well, there's some somewhere, but it's
okay.
The Twitch stream had buried so many of the notifications. I have to go in and find it. So, anyways, what are you going to be doing next this week with
clashing?
Yeah,
we're just keep warring, and that's always good. I guess I brought player one over to Elm. I'm going to be in that war against the Celtic Jagoffs. I wanted to look at their description here. Let's see if they're Irish.
Yeah, and
quick.
So what I do when the war day starts, I go right across to and I'm number 4.
Celtic Power.
25 heroes. That's pretty good. Not a complete max 10.
I can't read the description to me. The stupid phone is too small.
Okay.
Go to the Celtic Power and see what they're level 6. They've got 75 wins.
TH9. No rush THs. Elder. They're prejudiced against people who rush their base, is what they're saying. Okay. Elder. 1,000 donations and 500 received per week. 4-week season. Must donate a minimum of 250 troops and keep ratio of 1-4 to remain in the clan.
That's so stupid. Don't people realize that everybody can't have 1-4 unless they kick... Oh, it's so dumb.
But it says you have to... You don't have to... 1,000 donations and 500 received. It seems a little weird. No swearing. New members wait 1 week for war. They have...
75 wins.
So, and then I just went and looked straight across at my number 4, and I'm like...
I am number 31. I'm the bottom, Town Hall 9.
I'm like, this base, I love this base. This is like my favorite base.
Oh, sweet. My straight across is a Town Hall 8. I get to beat that up.
This is a... Yeah, but because you're a Town Hall. Wow, do we get a good matchup on the bottom?
Yeah. Really, a lot.
What?
I'm 31. I'm the bottom, Town Hall 9 for you guys.
Man of Steel is one of the guys in the clan, but it's Steel with a...
Their bottom Town Hall 9 is 27. I better look at that one, I guess.
Yeah, so...
Well, maybe I get to... Oh, I'm just going to take the Man of Steel.
Ooh, Brittany's in this war, too.
Ooh,
yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, man. And their air defenses are shit. I'm going to drag it all over these bitches. This is going to be fun.
Do you have level 4? No, wait. You can only get level...
I think I have max dragons for Town Hall 9. I'm not sure.
Is that level...
I don't know what it is. Probably not now that you can do it again. Let me look. Upgrade.
Yeah, can you get a level 4 at Town Hall 9 now?
Research. Oh, yeah, I can go to... Oh, I only have level 3 dragons.
Yeah.
I don't have my level 4 at Town Hall 9.
Yeah, so you need to get that.
I need that. I need 7 million elixir, and I have 1.9.
The Edge 2.0.
But you know what I wasn't... You know what I was doing? I wasn't upgrading my dragons. I was doing my hogs. So that was where that was going. Elixir was going into other things because I've got new, brand new stuff.
The Edge in L. Well, now there's his mini is Jagged Edge. He's like a TH10 with max dragons and no defenses. And he's at the very bottom. Like look at him on the war map. And so last war, it was nice because Brittany was like the lowest 8 in the war. I was the only 8, and there was 2 8s, and I was like, okay, I get to do the 8s first, and it was like, no worries, Jagged Edge will come in, and he just burned, no defenses, no walls, and he burned down the bottom 2 TH8s with all dragons, and they all survived. Or there's 8 standing at the end.
I know what you're saying.
It was the coolest.
Oh, I get to put my queen. I gotta edit my war base and put my queen out there. That's gonna be fun.
You didn't even have the.
Yeah, she's not in the war base yet.
Wow, so you're just starting out.
Well, I just got her just before I went on vacation.
Oh, okay.
I just put her on the thing.
You just put her.
And then I left.
How are you going to play that now? Then, what's going to be your priorities at TH9? Have they changed since we talked the last time?
Let's look at it. Okay.
Because
I was wondering what I was going to put out. Because what happened was, I'm getting matched up against Town Hall 9s, and I'm getting creamed because I don't have all my defenses out there. I don't have it. I'm getting fucked basically. Okay. I can't save anything because people come in and they can just wipe me out because they're top Town Hall 9s. So I've been working on. I put a new air defense out.
So how did that change your attacks in? Your defense. Did you go, you know what, I'm going to actually have to put some...
I think I am, but what I put, the stuff I have out there, I'm getting up first.
Okay.
I was doing my air sweepers, and I was doing my dark spell factory. The new things I put out there was just an air defense, a new air defense, the new giant bomb. So I have double giant bombs now, 2 of them, which is I needed that out there, and then Tesla because it's a hidden trap. I did not put out. Let me look at my shop here.
I can't believe you're still playing on iPhone 3.
Oh, and you know what else happened on my trip to the Boundary Waters? I had brought this thing with me, and I had it in a Ziploc. And of course, it turned itself on because it was getting pressed against something, and it died immediately, so I couldn't use it. But the button on the top now doesn't work, so I can't shut it off. So I had to reset my thing so that it would turn itself off after a minute. So I can't I'm done with my phone and just put it down. I have to just put it down and wait for it to shut itself off. So I'm in the market for a new phone. I already put it out. I already put it out to the Fitz chat, and the guys are like,
"Do you gonna do the 4 or the 4S?"
Right. I was like, "Does anybody know where I can get a cheap iPhone 4 or newer?" Like people are like, "The Smithsonian." We're on 6 now. We're almost on to 7. I'm like, I know. That's why this should be cheap, right? And you're like. I just go on Craigslist. Somebody will have a cracked screen and does anybody fix 4s anymore? I mean, probably not, And a couple of people, one guy, Rico, was like, hey, let me go. When I get home, he's gone doing something. When I get home, I'll take a look because he gets for work, he gets new phones all the time. He's like, I'll look around and see what I got laying around. I'm like, dude, I'll pay cash or iTunes cards or whatever you want. If I get a 4 or better, let the buttons work, I'll be happy. You know what I mean?
You really am high, don't you?
I got an iPad for everything else, All I need is a phone.
See, then you're going to start getting pissed off at iPhones because you'll be like, 6 months from now, they'll stop upgrading the 4. And you're like,
There's a lot of things that don't work on the 3. A lot of things that don't work on the 3.
Yeah, and you'll be like, iPhones suck, nothing works. And it's because you're like...
Yeah, I'm 6 grades behind.
Holy shit.
So I put out I put out the air defense and the Tesla. And I needed to do a bunch of redesign, obviously, because I was just shoehorning the new things in. The bomb, I had to move stuff around and made it less good just to get them in the middle and stuff like that. And so the other things I got the 4th storages of each one. So that's, splits that up into 4, but I got to hide those. And then I got all the walls, 25 pieces of wall out there.
Okay.
And the queen. the things I still haven't put out there that I still could. An archer tower, a wizard tower, 2 seeking air mines, the black balloons, 2 expos, and that's it. I don't have those out there. None of that shit out there. And I'm not going to for a while. As far as Army goes, I have everything for the Army, yeah.
Okay.
Resources. I guess I could put my fist builder up, but I'm not going to do that either.
So you're going to keep your war.
I'm just going to keep what I got low. I mean, I don't have the Army to help as a Town Hall 9 anywhere but at the bottom Town Hall 9s.
Yeah.
You know, until I get everything ratcheted up, then I'll start putting the other stuff up. It sucks for raiding, but it's great for war.
Yeah.
The way I'm doing it. You know, the 8.5 sucks for raiding. Having a rating, but it's better. It's better for war.
That's how, like, because I can't play Brittany that often, or it's like I'm in war in L or whatever, and it's on my phone. I just have been collecting, putting it into the walls. So I'm going level 8 walls and keeping the defenses down because I'm like I just want to protect my Dark Elixir, and as long as I'm researching and collecting, and get my King to 10. I'm like learning with the hogs and stuff, and I'm like, I could probably put a lot of work into this, and I'm just like, I'm all right being an 8 right now.
Choose which base you want to put a lot of work into if you're going to put a lot of work into clashing.
Well, I'm putting a ton in on my main because I need to get that. I need my heroes.
That's where it counts.
Yeah, and I got my core almost 2 away from all lava.
Nice.
So I'm just going for D. The gold stacks up, and
going for the D.
The big DE.
Getting the D in there. Get it right in there. Right in your D hole.
Yeah, and things will be good. This looks like it's a 40 war. I think it's 40 war, right? So we just got back from the America War yesterday. Mm-hmm. The people and the
I'm under attack right now. What's he going to do? Oh, take out my.
Boneyard is under attack. So we got that.
This guy dropped a bunch of archers and his queen once he realized that my town hall wasn't trapped, and then dropped a heal on it by accident. Oh, that's funny. And he took down the thing, and then he got the 6. Good job, buddy. You got 6 stars for that.
Oh, my God. You know what
trophies.
I have to do with Britney Spears? There's a really good anti 3-star base in the last war on an 8 that I went up against. Like, they were saying this is a really tough base, the 9s, because they helped me workshop it. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to copy it. Yeah, I'm totally going to copy it.
Yeah, I need to find something decent for player 1 to work, because I'm going to have to build a whole new one.
Because then, like, a mediocre TH8 might come in and only get the 2.
Sure.
Right
now, Zod is up against Howl's Young D. 88. I'm a little worried because they're all in Asian. You know what I mean? So I don't know. They only have. They've got 110 wins. They've been doing this thing.
I can't read their thoughts if they speak Japanese.
Oh, you know what? I think they're. Oh no. See, this is a bunch of different. Tenjang Bailai. That must be Portuguese or something. I don't know. How Young?
Yeah.
They're Chinese. Well, we're up against them. They got more Town Hall 10s. It'll be a good war. I'm sure we'll kick their ass. Oh, we got even Town Hall 10s.
Oh, and Clams wanted me to say this. I have to say this in the clan mail, but saying the other night with the CC troops coming in, it's 2015. We can't put the archers in our CC anymore. Because it's like with the poison, it's like it comes out so much. So we got to rework our defensive
we were just
troops.
talking about the
right. You want to put the high HP.
You could but you could put 5 archers.
Yeah.
And a pig dog.
Yeah,
I like that because it's seconds you're wasting before that dog finally comes out.
Yeah,
and they're pulling archer. It's like the all archer thing. It just wastes a bunch of time.
Yeah. So if you get So I think we have to really look at don't know witch. We can't do witches unless it's like purposeful. Like this is going to hold this thing back because are they going to have to use the poison? That type of stuff. It's 2015. Who's got that comp anymore? Poison spill. But
what are you doing? Trying to heal your?
Trying to
heal your dragon? Stupid.
It's been tough trying to figure those things out. Like all of a sudden, you've been against these bases, similar bases many times.
Well, you know what?
And you're used to this coming
now,
up.
here's the thing. Big up to Supercell. Game changer. Like, oh, we're going to have dark. And we've talked about, how many times we want dark spells. And yeah, they came out with that because it seems kind of natural to end up doing that. And I like the ones that they are.
Yeah.
A lot of them probably were things people, all three of them definitely are ideas that people put forward during the troop contest.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not for troop, but how about this for a spell? Or thing people are like, wouldn't this be cool? A lot of those things, they're all three of those things are part of that in some form or another. It's Earthquake instead of a fire spell that burns walls and buildings. But it's the same thing.
I think it was Big Fry and Al who had written in with his, it was a troop, what was it? It was just like the haste, but it was a troop. Oh, I can't remember. It's in my line. It was he did it as a troop, but it did
the aura around him makes people run faster or something like that. Yeah.
I can't remember right offhand. So we need to start looking at what's definitely now that we've seen the poison in action. People's spell factories are just getting done. Or have just been getting done, so they're using haste.
Yeah.
I took a break on upgrading my factory, Dark Elixir factory.
Mm-hmm.
So people are getting done, and they're getting leveled up, and people are going to be trying stuff. So it's going to be like,
we haven't seen it yet. People are using it up at the top levels that have gemmed it all the way, but we haven't seen those max level dark spells, max level dark spells, being put to good use yet.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be new.
You'll be like, whoa, that guy got me with this, or this accidentally happened. Look how much this slowed down.
Yeah, this base sucks now because this.
Maybe the poison is good against,
maybe the 4 earthquakes came in and fucked me. You're just like, well, there's a funnel, and everybody just ran right in and killed me.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
So it's like learning all new strategy. Like the quake, when to quake, why to quake. I love the bigger hole, but now the jump spell's a little bit bigger.
That's true too.
I would use that in the face of, with the jump spell you can control,
where things go. Yeah, you're not opening up a bunch of holes. You can just get the guy. You can get that goal and jump right to the queen instead of going, I can go over here now. And this thing's open. No, you want him to go to the queen.
And Rancid, I think, was talking about overlapping the quakes. Like if you, let's say you overlap just on a seam, where you want to open like a wall, but you want to also take off a lot of hit points on
buildings and around it. That's a good idea too. Yeah,
where you could just how you would just destroy those few walls.
I like that because you can bust through 2 walls and then everything around it is busted up,
or like a huge line. So I think we're going to just start seeing it. And then when you go up against these different style clans or different level, if you got a few more TH8s or where they're at and what they're playing with, and so I don't know. I'm still loving the Quake.
It's going to be good. I can't wait to start using it.
Yeah.
All right. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
One of the last things on my list was that we were talking about matching up and stuff. Zod wanted to put out the word to anyone, any series clan that wants to match. We can try. I don't know if it's going to work. So
what would be your criteria? Like, it'd have to be like 30?
35. I think we could probably come up with 35 solid players that we.
But how much? And how many would you bench to match?
Down to 30, probably. We would probably want to have some, probably even 25. I wouldn't want to go to 25. I don't want too many people to sit.
Yeah.
30 would be good. That are same amount of, you can come and look at us.
What do you got TH10 wise?
5 right now, and like another 6 or 8 or 10. I guess maybe more than that. Town Hall 9s, and then a bunch of Town Hall 8s.
Okay.
That's probably more than Town Hall 9s than that. I should probably look at the thing. Anyway, you can get a hold of Dizzle. He said he would do it. NDizzle07 on the line. And I think there's a space. NDIZZLE Dizzle 07. I think it's space 07. And then on GroupMe, it's NDizzle07 at Gmail. I don't know what GroupMe is. I think it's a thing.
It's
another thing.
Yeah, it's
chat. It's the whole thing.
Yeah. So,
and then online it's NDizzle07. So you can try, I don't know, get a hold of us if you want to, and we can give it a shot if anybody wants to try to do it.
I'll extend that offer to later for Al, because We're
You gotta. It's the thing. Like we need to get a. If somebody wants to do it, it's got to be a clan that has kind of the same makeup
thing.
as us. And if it doesn't, we're not.
because I'm not willing to. I need to see now that we came back from the America War, how many people are, because we've been filled.
Yeah.
Like, and so it's like now, okay, well, how many people are we
you're gonna
commonly running?
You're gonna have to sit like half of the gang to match up to.
Well, no,
a third of us, or
maybe not
2/3 of us, or something like that.
But I mean, like for any clan, like I don't want to put it out there for that because since we just are like filled and running the first few wars where we're like close to fill, I don't know what's the average number.
Right.
So it might be 35 or it might be 45 right now.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Especially coming up. So
yeah, we'll see what happens.
And there's nobody around to do that work yet. Right. I mean, people are trying, but it's a lot of work.
It's hard to figure. It's hard to figure out.
Yeah. So.
Get a hold of us if you want to do that. Otherwise, get a hold of us at clashclanspodcast.com or
at WBSMT Radio.
Yeah, at WBSMT Radio. Get a hold of us at Twitter. I'm going to get back on the Twitter and probably just put it on my iPad instead of my stupid phone. Yeah. And we can, you can ask us questions, and that's a lot easier to get that on the show and deal with it because it's not lost in the .com world, .org, .edu, .porn.
All right. Well, keep it clashy.
Keep it clashy, y'all.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.